You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Alim Leggett, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Mi gente, what's going on? It's your boy Alim Leggett. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders podcast. Yeah, baby. And then our 2022 with a bang. That's right, because we got an awesome independent creator. They got a dope Kickstarter out now. A few days left. You know, we got to make it rain, support indie. He's an amazing artist and creator of this magnificent book that we're about to get put onto Sweet Pea, the one, the only, the future legend and superstar himself, Alim Leggett. Wepa, kiddo, how you doing?
What's going on, baby? Thank you, man. That was a beautiful introduction. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro, because you're a boss. You are going to be a future star. I can't wait to start showing people up. I mean, look at that wonderful image we had in the background that you guys got put on just initially right before the show intro started. You saw some dope artistry right there. Some very intriguing looking characters. Definitely have questions. But before we get into the origins of those characters, we need to get into the origin of yourself, the other Al over here. So what's poppin', kiddo? Tell us where you are from originally and what was your first taste of fandom?
I was born in Philadelphia. My first taste had to be as an 80s baby. You know, it was me and the TV Saturday mornings and after school. I grew up with Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman, Superman, you know, that's even Freakazoids and
Freakazoids. Yeah, that was yo, dude. I like that. It was weird, but it was cool. Definitely.
And all that stuff, man. So that was my first taste. And then, you know, when I was moving through the city and everything, we would see comic books at newspaper stands and other things like that. And I just slowly built up a nice collection. And
what age were you when that started?
When I started actually collecting comic books?
Yeah. What was the first one that you kind of saw? You said, "Oh shit, I want this."
Man, it might have been earlier, like a Spider-Man comic book, maybe probably like 8 or 9 years old. I started really grabbing comic books and gravitating towards the medium, man. So and it stuck with me. Yeah.
Excellent. So were you okay? So were you a dolo? And wait a minute. So who put you on though? Did anybody put you onto the comics, or you say it was just randomly walking around?
No,
was it you saying, "Give me, I want that"?
Yeah, I just seen, you know, like I've just see this dope artwork, you know, this cover art at a newspaper stand, or you know, they used to have the little spin wrecks at the corner stores and things like that. And you know, that marketing worked because I saw it, grabbing everything I could.
Okay, you grabbed it, but who was paying for it? Was it you or mommy or daddy?
My mom was paying for it.
What did she encourage it then when you were getting them?
She entertained it, but you know,
okay. She entertained it. Yeah. I understand those words very well, my brother. Like, you know what I mean? I'll get you this one. You won't be asking for this shit no more. Then you go back to the store the next time you ask for it again. What you do? You handle the beating, but guess what? You get what you want.
Yeah, man. As long as my grades is right and all that other stuff. It was a bribery thing eventually, you know. She seen I was really into it. So
that was my my brother. That was my babysitting bribery. You know, it's like my mom goes, "Yo, can you watch your brother? This is what I do, X and X." I was like, "Where you going?" As soon as I knew she was going to be on the app, I said, "All right, so can you pick me up, whatever, from there, something?" So she was based it on the cover, so she started going for Savage Sword of Conan, bro. She saw this gorilla fighting with this big muscular dude. She saw, this looks interesting. Not knowing that the book was, you know, titties and ass and all that shit. I was like, oh, this is so cool. So,
Yeah, I had a couple of those sneak through the cracks for me too, man.
isn't it fun? All right. So,
Yeah,
were you alone in your fandom as you were growing up out there in Philly?
yeah, pretty much, man. I
All
mean,
right.
not so much with the cartoons and everything like that. That like
Yeah, everybody love that shit.
everybody love that stuff. But the comic books, man, if I might not have been alone, but it's not something that I shared. I'm saying the culture was way different back then. So I was like under the covers with the flashlight reading my books, man.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, like you even hiding that from mama. Like, oh, Shell, I still see that I'm even reading these right now. Yeah, my mom used to read those things. I'm like, yes, mom, they're actually collectible. You threw out millions, and I'm like, look, mom, let me show you things that you throw out. And I don't try. I'm not trying to guilt trip mom, but I'm just saying,
yeah,
look
man.
what you threw out, mom.
You look up them Wizards of the Coast books, man, and you see that,
Oof.
those books, man, came
Look,
up to
even the Wizard magazine #1 is going for a couple of hundred on those CGCs. Man, I still have my OG though.
yeah. You do?
Yeah, I still have my OG. I still have my very first comic book that my mama bought me in what was it, the old JFK. We were taking Eastern Airlines, which doesn't even exist. And in the comic book, I saw Crystal Warrior #2. I saw the shiny guy with a sword and this wizard coming through some portal. What the hell's going on here? This is pretty amazing. So how can I get that? Anything? All right, here, sure. Shut up. You know?
Yeah, man. I think one of the series that stuck with me that nobody else knows about is do you remember Bone?
Of course, Bone. You're Matt Smith, right?
Yeah. That
Jeff
was
Smith. Jeff Smith. Sorry.
Yeah, I love that series, man. And that's actually something that I as an adult now will probably want like to put on my birthday list just to get like you know
Hey.
what I mean?
Isn't it nice to go back to that though? Yeah, like me, I always like the smaller characters flock, and now I see him in love in that Savage Avengers. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool to see. That's like and Conan, which is my other favorite. I always like those weird characters. I love Livewire from Valiant because she's like, she controls technology. I love that fucking power set.
Yeah.
Plus, I could imagine so many great actresses that could play that girl.
Yeah,
As you
they
can see, I love my minority characters. That's why when I saw this, I was like, oh shit. And my favorite #1 is Spawn.
okay. All
That's
right.
my dude. I have every issue. I've been buying them since day one.
Yeah, man.
Everyone is
That was
comic
one of
book
the ones that
store
I was
bought.
collecting too, man. I still have the Spawn #1 actually. I started
That word.
I was
Which one you
yeah, I
got
had
though?
my
You
own
have the
money
newsstand
by
back. Did you have
the
the
what?
newsstand with the bar? Do you have the barcode one or the one with no barcode? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah, there's a
sure.
huge difference in price nowadays between the two. Yes.
I gotta go
The
look that up.
barcode one is more. The barcode one is the one to have apparently.
Okay. I gotta go
Hmm.
check that out, man. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, us collectors, because it's got to stick together. Now that everybody's back on it, because McFarlane's kicking ass, of course. But he did a good job marketing, and plus he's kicking ass with the toys, so it is what it is, right? That's
Yeah,
what
those
Sweet Pea's
toys.
gonna be doing soon, which we're gonna be getting into real soon. And those
Yeah,
toys are fire.
I think the toys was what really did it for him, man. Those things was like nothing I never saw before compared to like the ones that was
Yeah.
hanging up on the action figures that we was getting before. And you see like
Oh
a
hell
sword.
yeah, bro.
Like, oh my god, man,
I
it's
have a
crazy.
ton of figures, bro. I have a ton. I can't wait to get to my new apartment and display my collection. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be as big as other toy collectors because I'm a pop. I love pop culture. So I mean, look what I even picked up the other day as a pop culture fan. One of these is for my daughter, but I had to pick this up. The wax.
Oh man,
And
that's
this,
dope.
look at this. And then this homie had the first pressing still sealed of this one.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. I had to. And this, I don't look. Look at the sleeve, Micmac. This is the single to "This Is Acid" by Maurice. Remember that back in the day?
Nah,
Maybe
I
not.
ain't
You're
know.
too young yet. Please look it up on Google. All right,
Okay,
Google. And
all
then
right.
this is for my daughter. I found this right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, man, dude. I do everything, but that woo, I have it on tape. I have the single to protect your neck still.
Mm.
I got all that shit, yo. I'm in New York. What do you? Can you blame me? I love hip hop. All right. So talk about then you starting to get creative because you're telling me you didn't share in your fandom. You keeping that geeky side of you alone. But when the
Mhm.
hell did you start getting creative?
Right. Well, I mean, like I always had a love for art and drawing
Okay.
and things like that. Even as a kid, I would draw. I would make up ideas for characters that I drew from watching, like from the cartoons and comics. I would come up with my own stories and everything, even as a kid,
Cool.
you know. And then, I kind of, as I grew up, I kind of got away from the whole thing until very recently, in about 2018 or 2019, I started getting back into art everything
Okay.
like that. You can see like it's one of the pieces back there on the wall behind me. It's a bunch
Is
of them.
that the one above your left shoulder?
Yep,
You're talking
yep.
about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That one
That
there.
colorful, and
Yep,
that one up there on the right.
yep.
Gotcha.
That there. I got. Hold on.
Oh man, that's a huge
Yeah,
piece. Oh my
this here.
gosh.
I did. Like so. I got back into painting first, and then I said, you know what, man?
That's a painting?
That's a painting. Yeah. This is a good painting, man.
Whoa.
This thing's huge. I did. Let me see.
Beautiful.
I got some artsy take on Ace from One Piece.
Oh
Did like,
shit.
yeah,
Look at that. Oh, that's dope, man.
yeah, I did
Where
a lot of
oh
stuff.
man. We're gonna be getting into where we could buy these things because you said I'm gonna have an apartment. I want a nice art piece. And that one
Okay.
you have right there to your
Yeah,
right now, it looks expensive, but shit,
the
it
scene
looks
is
good.
the big one, right?
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks expensive, but it looks gorgeous. Fuck.
yeah,
We're gonna
so
have to talk, brother.
yeah,
Please.
we definitely could talk,
I'm
man.
gonna
So,
be free after finally for the first time in my life. Give a brother a break. No, I'm playing.
yeah, man. So I went from that and I started doing digital art a little bit,
Okay.
and and
How did you find the digital art? Like what programs you think, kind of helped you
well, Instagram.
on that?
It's just where everybody's at now. You know what I mean? Like with,
Hmm.
with Instagram and like the scene on there is almost all digital art. So I said I
Yeah.
gotta learn it, even though like it was completely foreign to me. I didn't like it. I still don't prefer over traditional. You know what I'm saying? It's something about you don't get that same feeling of control when you're doing
Oh,
traditional, even though
absolutely.
you can do way more with digital. But you know, so I said I gotta learn it. But
Yeah.
somewhere along that
And
journey, I drew up these characters for this book, and
beautiful.
I put it on Instagram. I think it was 2020, and at the beginning of the year, January or February. I said, I'm feeling these. I'm feeling these two. I might make it a book one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I had a lot of time on my hands. I was home from work like with everybody else. So during that time, I just like doubled down on my art, developed my skills and everything, and you know, I met a lot of good people inside of Facebook groups for independent comic book creators,
Okay.
and so that really helped me to unlock my mind to the idea that this was something that I could do,
Okay.
because that had to happen first, because if without the people that I met in there, I probably never would have made a book. You know what I mean? If I never would have had that peek behind the curtain, it
Okay.
always, I would have never known that it was even possible for somebody like me to make a book, because everybody making books, whether they at Marvel or wherever else, they all, at the end of the day, they all just people like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make the superheroes. We know we're superheroes in our own way, in our own right, but we still, live and breathe like everybody else. So once that mindset clicked, and things started taking over for me, you know.
There
Started,
you go. There
yeah.
you go. All right. Was the learning curve easy for you though that transition, from doing what you do here into comic book, or you think doing the digital thing ahead of time was kind of
Nah, man,
helping you?
I'm still
He
learning, man.
goes, nah, man.
I'm still learning. So I had a great team working with me, actually. You know what I mean? Because like
Awesome.
you see, I'm an
Good.
artist, but to get the quality that I would have wanted to present, that I did want to present, it would have taken me probably another 3 or 4 years to really learn sequential art and, like different perspective drawings and everything like that. Because a comic book is way different from just drawing, a pinup and the guy, like this is just the whole story of the picture. You know what I mean? You got to do a whole book in sequence. So
you're doing basically a movie on page.
Yeah, man, it's not easy. So I got a great team to work together with me, and we made a great book. I'm still learning. Maybe one day you'll see me inside the credits as the line artist or something. But for right now, creator, co-writer. Yeah.
There we go. And you know what? We're talking about this. That this journey he's doing. So let's check it out right now. All right, with this dope little trade he got from the Kickstarter. We're gonna start digging into this book. Woo!
Ride with my city high. Big stepper, who wanna rock? Ride with the ladders, got my city high. Big stepper, who wanna rock? Ride with the ladders, got my city high. Big stepper, who wanna rock?
Woo! Who is the big stepper? Where Papa que sepa. This sounded good, dangerous man. I love that track. I love the beat.
Yeah, you wanna rock? Yeah.
Oh man, what are we doing here, man? You got me ready to start jamming out and breakdancing and shit. All right, so for real, man. All right, so right here, folks. Before we get started, this is called Sweet Pea. This is one Purple Haze. I have some gelato actually today. The goal is 6,000. Right here, we're at 4,500. 12 days to go. 72 backers. Thank you guys for supporting indie. Those 72 people. Let's get it higher. Let's get it to 100 by today. All right. By look, it's 419. By 420, let's get another one. Come on now. It's Purple Haze after all. All right. So let's get it done. Explain to me, my brother, what is this world of Sweet Pea? What is Purple Haze? What's going on, kiddo?
All right. So Sweet Pea is it starts off in modern day Philadelphia, right? So, the background of the world is the background of our world, all right. And the background of these two here, Amani and Marcus, is just a typical father and daughter living through their daily life. And as the book progresses, there is an event that happens that causes tears inside of our dimension that makes monsters start to appear inside of the city. And unfortunately, this happens while they're on their commute to work and school. So, the goal for them is to find their way back to each other, in the middle of all this. Now, the lucky break is that this same energy that's causing these creatures to pop in is also giving certain people powers. Now, there's a good twist in there for you, so I can't really get too deep into it. But I'm going to send you a copy as a thank you for having me here today, so you can get to see the twist early.
Yeah. Oh, please. I gotta see. And look, my God, yo. Holy shit. This is great. I'm just seeing this for the first time, folks. This is why I love, because I wait. I don't sneak peek. I want to wait to the creators so they can see my natural reaction. Holy shit, yo. That panel right there. What the hell, bro? Are you a horror movie fan or what, yo? What?
Yeah. That was part of the goal, man, to get that horror sci-fi feeling inside of the book. So you can see the transition right between the title of the book. It looked like like some Daria teenage, like typical teenage girl story, anything like that, and the love between the father and the daughter and everything. But then they thrust into this situation that's just insane. You know what I mean? So
it isn't just a family story, kids. It's gonna scare the shit out of you. I love it. So, how did you come up with the characters of Imani Williams and Marcus? Are they based on anyone, or when did they start even being built in your head? These characters, this wonderful world that we're bringing forth, the Leggett verse.
Well, I mean, some of them come from my personal experience. I'm a father. I have a daughter, and like just the challenges of raising kids in Philly. You know what I mean? Because Philly getting wild, man. So.
I'm in New York. You telling me?
Yeah, man. So like it's a big exaggeration, but it's not too far from reality outside of our doors. You know what I mean? And I think that's happening inside of a lot of places. So the crux of the story is with the Amani as the main character is living inside of something like that. And how does that affect her as an innocent little 14-year-old girl? You know, what happens inside of her head? Right.
And why 14 years old?
Well, old enough to have some agency, but young enough to still be innocent and, you know, and you know, yeah.
Love it. Look at it. I just needed to ask just to see how quick it comes. See, folks, there's the mind of a creator. Wise. The wise, you see, they're important. And it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. And what's going on here? Is this Marcus right here?
It's Marcus. It's
Yo,
Marcus.
look at that wrench, boy. What?
You know what I mean? They caught him slacking, man. He got to get back to his baby. So any way he can.
And what are these creatures called? What the hell are they? What the hell's going on?
Oh man. So these, as far as issue 1, it's just like a random event that they don't really understand.
A random event.
You know what I mean? But you get a little bit more of a sign as to what they are towards the end of the book.
Ooh. And is this symbol mean anything?
Yeah, that's the symbol on the back of his jacket. Okay. So that's like, you know, like a little picture just to give you like some kind of background connection to the characters, even though they're not that young inside of the book. You get the, you know, the feeling.
Gotcha. Oh man. And what type of powers do these people inherit? Is everything different?
Yeah, everything is different. So it's like, you know, like it messes with your DNA. So this light that's shining from the sky, it might kill some people because, you know, like just the radiation of it all. Yeah. But most people won't be affected by it, and very few will be getting unique powers that's individual, you know, like to each person. Right.
Okay. Gotcha. Look at this cover, man. Dope. What is that? What the heck is that? Did even animals get powers or something?
Yeah, it's changing everything up, man. So
word? Oh yeah. Shit. That's a nice twist. I like that.
Yeah, man. And you know, like it's not by accident that this happened, right? So this power is actually like this energy rather is a resource that people is warring over, and it just so happened to land on our front lawn that the battle is going to be fought. But not people, but you know, beings, creatures, and you know, other factions were warring over.
Oh man, look at that page right here. Says a lot just with the artistry. You know, I was adding the words. What's up, man? Look at this. So
yes.
So, and you do all the work on this?
Yeah.
So you have a team.
I worked on everything. So no, this is my the art is I have my line artist is Yusuf and my colorer is Mervin. But every page we, you know, like we gave him like a really strict guideline to follow, and we went back and forth, you know, between they had some agency in what they did with the pages, but as long as it stayed inside of the confines of the idea. So
gotcha. And look at that. Oh man, look at this. Oh shit. Look at this panel. Wow. And you know there was look at that. You could actually hear that crunch. Poor guy.
Poor guy, yeah. No, and that's bro. That's the school bus.
So, you know, brains is like nougats to them. It's like biting into the Three Musketeers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that video I saw on Instagram where some guy goes up to this lady at a Subway and says, "Yo, do you serve crackers?" And she looks at it and says, "We serve everybody." I started dying. That's so fun.
Won't discriminate.
I was like, wow. And she said that's so serious and just went back on work. Like, I love it. Yo, look at this panel work. Oh, what? I love it. I love pages like this. a lot of story being told. And yeah, man, that play stuff is bringing me back flashbacks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oof. Look at his design, yo. Dope, man. Did you base his design on anyone?
Yeah, I created the concepts for all the characters,
All right.
So yeah, all the the power sets I came up with, the designs of the characters is all my character designs, and for everybody in there. So yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, all right, let's start getting into this, folks. Folks, you know what it is. As always, you can pledge with it just without a reward. You got some paper, you want to show some love and support independent. Yeah, $10. That's it, because you believe in it. You don't need nothing in life. You're satisfied. Even though if you don't pick this up, you're missing out. That's your loss. But you go ahead and give them $10. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Look at that. You could get towels without even having to dance on the pole. Awesome. Yeah. So check it out for $5. You get a digital copy. Digital copy for $5. That's where we start, all right? And this has an estimated delivery of January 2023. So where we at, in the stage of the book, are we on track for that January delivery?
We're gonna get that done early. That delivery, you'll have that before the holidays. If you just want the digital, or if the digital is included inside of your if the digital is included into your whatever tier that you choose, you'll have that.
Okay.
You'll have that pretty fast, because the book is now complete. When I was when I was making the Kickstarter, man, you know what I mean? Since this is my first Kickstarter or first book, I didn't know what kind of issues that I was going to come across. So I didn't want to do something where, like, back me now and I got you in a couple months type of deal. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that, I would be able to deliver what I said I was going to deliver.
Thank you, brother. Because let me tell you, there's some professionals. I'm still waiting 10 years later for the Kickstarter book. I don't want a refund. I want my fucking book. That's what I want.
Yes, you get like that.
You know what I mean?
So I didn't want to be one of those guys, man. I wanted to make sure, and that's why I put the delivery date out so far, just in case, you know what I mean? Even though I was pretty much done, just to give myself some room, because I don't know what's going to happen with man. Bro. So
Newton's Law, man. Yeah. Newton's Law. You definitely got to follow it. I dig it. Thank you for being like that. Very, very important, I think. And look, folks, right here, you want a physical copy where you could smell the ink, hold something, a wonderful gift, of course. You know what I mean, as well. Pre-plan, get this and the digital. You could send the digital as a gift and be like, you know what, you're gonna get this in print too. So there's a wonderful holiday idea, folks, with Christmas coming up. All right, don't mess around. So $10, you get a physical copy of this. Again, now for just $2 more is where you get that. Where you get that awesome combo where you get the digital and the physical. You see, for $12, you could give your significant other, your friend, the digi, and then you tell them, and by February they'll get it, but it will be earlier, as you just learned. And they're going to be very happy with that. All right. And the sticky icky bundle, man. Don't be teasing me. What's popping here?
A lot of people didn't get that one, man. I'm glad you did.
Yeah. So what else? So there's a digital copy, a physical copy, and a sticker bundle. So that would be this right here. That would be this bad boy, right, brother?
That's right. Yep. Awesome. That's the stickers.
And then we got. And then we have sign, seal, and deliver, which is digital, physical, the sticker, and pin up. Right here, signed by you, right?
That's right.
That's dope, dude. That's only $50, people. Look what an awesome gift. And this is gonna be something big. Trust. Then we're gonna get into what he wants this to be later on. Let me see. Brotherly love, where by signed physical copy. And so they get in 2 copies, one signed and one not, right?
That's right. Yep. They gotta get
Awesome.
the signed copy. They can
And then
keep
a thank you.
it.
Oof. Oof. Nice. All right, bet. And then is that me? Whoa. All right, bet for $1.50. Look, I think this is the best gift you could give somebody, folks. For $1.50. Look, you could be featured in the background of Sweet Pea issue #2 as a cult member or hostage. So if they, if they like to get beat, that's something they could do right there and have a good time with. You know what I mean? Or if not, they could be one of those people in the background all screaming and stuff. And folks, I just want to apologize in advance, just in case anything happens without leaving signal or mine, because the shaky internet, because everybody's shopping right now. Bandwidth whores, how dare they shop while we talked about awesome comic books. All right. So unfortunately, what's this one? This is all gone. Whoa, look at it. He has rewards that are already gone. But wait a minute. Check this out, folks. With the "Is That Me" in the background, it's limited. So there's only 5 spots and there's only 3 left. So if you want to give your significant other or your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, something special that they could brag about and be like, yo, I was in a comic book, son. There we go. There we go. And support indie at that. Again, I'm gonna be teasing you with stuff you could have gotten, but you didn't because you waited too long. Right? Like the 300, It Is Me. And your likeness is gonna be a prominent character. Oh man, somebody said, "Oh yeah, I want to be the star of a comic book." Shit, I would have done that. Hell yeah, that's awesome. What inspired that idea? That's actually a really cool idea.
To make them a reoccurring character inside of the book, right?
Yeah, man.
Because
that's a great idea.
It's just sharing. It's just spreading love with the people that's showing love. You know what I mean? Get an opportunity to have fun in a way that I would have liked to have fun. If somebody would have offered me that, I would have jumped on it. Not because of, it would have been past just supporting at that point, because it's just a great thing to happen.
Yeah. You get it to your family, you buy extra copies. Like, yo, you know who that? Who that?
Yeah,
Who that? You
like,
better read this shit.
I'm telling you, that's me. Look, I'm right here.
Right? You better read this and say it's the greatest book ever. And we're gonna get a show out this motherfucker. All right. And look, for 800, you're a one of a kind. So, oh shit, get out of here. Statue of main character. Again, no longer available, folks. There was a one of a kind for real. So they're one of a kind. The products are one of a kind. Statue of main characters. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, look at that.
That's actually
that's
a
so
panel
nice,
come out of
bro.
That's that panel. Remember we saw that today.
Yes.
So I'm still in the process of painting it. I want to get a nice base. Got the Timbs on.
Oh man, I love those Timbs, kiddo. I must have gone through about 3 or 4 pair and when I was growing up in New York in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, son. Whoa, that's a beautiful looking statue. Kid. Oh man. All right. Dude, wow, they got something really special. There's the creator right there. Then we have more team members. Steve Duffy, co-writer, letterer, editor. All right, we got Yusuf. Got pencil and ink. So you got Mervin. All right, that's the team. The squad. How did you even hook up with the squad, kiddo?
Man, they from I Create Comic Books and Black Comic Book Creators. That's 2 resources. Anybody that's looking to get into doing their own independent comic book, I would reach out to first of all to these guys. But even if you don't reach out to these guys, jump into those groups on Facebook, because the community in there is great. They answer questions. They're not assholes inside of there. They, and it's people out there. It's people that's looking for work. So you don't have to wait on your own skills to turn your ideas into a reality. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to pay everything all at once either. You do, little here out of this paycheck and there out of that paycheck. Yeah.
When did you learn that lesson? Because that's an actual life lesson there, knowing that you can't do it all on your own.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson in a lot of other ways earlier on, but for here, it was when I started making this book. I started out like that, and that's actually what I was telling you earlier, man. If I'd have been waiting to do it myself, it would have been something that would have been years away, which means that it would have been something that probably never would have happened. You know what I mean? But being able to just take my ideas, first of all, the energy and the high that I get, the dopamine hit that I get off of seeing this book turn from just the idea that was in my head to these characters and this statue here and those stickers and all that other stuff in the actual comic book, man, is nothing else like it in the world. And I hope that I can do this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, and to do that,
you absolutely will.
Yeah, and to do that, you know, I hope that I always have people around me that are as good as the people that I found to help me make this book come true.
Oh man, absolutely. It helps. It helps to have good people. Like, you know, you see the link there, ink.pub. So, you know, if you're a creator, you need help with your project campaign, you know, contact them. Yo, for real, they're good people. This 2022 shit, they helped a lot of creators have successful campaigns. So definitely check that group out. Check out the groups that Alim's talking about, for real. So now, bro, manifestation time. If this could be on any other type of platform other than a comic, what would you want it to be? If it could, not that you plan on that, because I know some people get offended with that. I'm not saying that, but if the opportunity ever arose, because opportunities arise, like what would you choose?
Man, I'll get an animated series, you know, onto like a streaming.
He stay animated.
Yeah, even animated, man. Live action, like, you know, maybe one day somebody else could do that, but I would love to see an animated series with a dope voice acting cast and you know, just on. I wish they still had it like how I had it, man, where like cartoons and everything was like an event that you could plan around. Now, you know, like they on streaming and things like that. So
yeah, you're not lying, bro. I hear you. I used to do the same thing. You have to rush home, otherwise you miss the episode. You get all mad, or you wake up early. Because I used to watch Robotech back in the day. You have to wake up at 6 a.m. though here in New York to watch that.
Get up early, man, to watch Robotech. That's how it was for Dragon Ball way back then, man. I used to. It was like that was like the Phantom show. I'll be up in the middle of the night and catch one episode and can't figure out where to find it again for a couple years.
Oh, too funny. Now, my jam was definitely Beast Wars when that was on. Like every morning before work, I had to, you know, whenever that was on, like, yo, I don't give a shit. It was on in the mornings on Cartoon Network over here. So, like, hell yeah, right before work. I hate that people did on that series. That was a nice, cohesive Transformers universe story. You know, it could be one and done, but it had an underlying story. I think it was so well done, and people shit on it. A lot of people. I don't know why. That
was my favorite one. Located Beast Wars, right?
Yeah. Beast Wars fucking fire. And did you see that trailer?
Yeah, that joint got me hyped, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, but I love G1. I love Beast Wars. Like, oh my god, for me, I'm in heaven. Like, fuck everybody that's talking shit. Oh, the gorilla is too big. Shut up. He's a fucking robot. The fuck up. Oh, you know, why did they choose that? Like, for real? They're robots. I'm like, dude, there was nothing else for them to choose from. Shut the fuck up. All right? That's what it is. Just stop it. Stop showing the hate. Appreciate. This is what I don't. That's what I dislike. That's the only. If I'm ever gonna be political, is there defending creators in that sense? Like, yeah, out there just expressing yourself. You know how difficult that is. It's flowers time for you. Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to put your vision out there. You know, and taking that chance, and even recognize, like you said, hey, I needed a team to make sure that I make this happen. And you know, that's awesome of you. So just thank you for being, you know, conscious of that and making sure that, you know, you're going to share that vision with us. So I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing this vision as a whole, my brother. So bless you on this journey, with success, and you know, yeah, kiddo, it's manifestation. We're gonna see a cartoon. You said it, and now you don't fucked up. You said animation, voice actors. I need to know, and I'm going to ask if anybody could play Marcus voice. Who would you choose? Living or dead? Living or dead, actually. Living or dead? If you could have any voice for Marcus, who would you
Marcus. Ah, shit. I thought if you would have asked me for Imani, I would have had an answer for you. For Marcus,
I want the hard one. Everybody got girl ones quick. Yeah, who the kids now? He looked like somebody that'd be difficult to cast.
Oh man, see, all right. What's my man name from? Did you see the Five Bloods on Netflix?
Five Bloods. No, I
It
don't
was
remember if I did.
Chadwick was inside. Chadwick Boseman was in there, and
So
damn,
there's
what's that movie?
There's Jonathan Majors, Delroy Lindo, Bozeman,
It
Paul
might
Walter
be
Hauser,
Delroy.
Clark Peters, Delroy Lindo.
Yeah, Delroy. Yup, Delroy Lindo.
Oh man.
That boy be character,
Okay.
man. He brings it, man. When they give him his chance for monologues, that boy is that's a bad man.
Well, yo, manifest. Cause he with us. So let's manifest. Let's get it done, kiddos. So this project is live on Kickstarter right now, folks. Again, it's live on Kickstarter right now. I can't tell you enough. And I'm gonna share the screen one more time so you can see it go. You know, it was cool for me this morning, Alim. When I had pulled this up, I had left the page on, and you were actually lower. And when I went back, my page refreshed, and I saw that thing roll like the ticker in New York with the money. I said, "Oh, he got hit up with some dough." I was so happy to see that. So again, look, folks, 12 days to go. It's like 12 days from Christmas. Come on, folks, let's get it done. Support indie. 12 days to go for this amazing project. 4564, $6,000 goal. Make it rain. Make it rain. The link is very simple. It's below. And you know, you can click away. But here, so you can see visually, it's inked.pub/sweet P. All right. Now the two E's, you pervs. Is SWEETPEA. All right. That's the one you gotta check out. You can follow Alim and the project actually on social. You can go to Facebook, it looks Sweet P Comic. Instagram, it's Sweet P _comic book official. And you want to check what Alim's up to, you can go to imnoicon.
That's right.
Imnoicon.
That's right. Man, like
That
you.
sounds like a Transformers name. Holy shit, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So, last thing I gotta ask here, of course, is what type of advice would you give to any other creator, not just like you? I know you were young and stepping into the game, first Kickstarter, and you're learning. What would you tell someone else to prepare for this very journey that you're on?
My advice is to take your time. Don't try to make everything have to be on your own shoulders. You know, find great people to work with you, because the independent comic book scene is full of great people that want to see you succeed, because we want to see more stories, you know. And you know, just believe in yourself and that you can actually do it. That's the first step, and everything else falls into place after that. Once you start believing in yourself and applying yourself, and you know, meeting these great people that's out here, like my man Al right here.
Yeah, wepa! That's right, folks. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. All right, I gotta ask, bro, because I know you're from Philly. I'm from New York. What's your football team?
What you mean? You know the football team.
Oh my God, bro!
Come on, man.
You know what? That's why I saved that for the end.
Right
That's why I saved that for the end. Because there's no way I could tolerate this nonsense. I'm only playing.
Oh, man.
I'm a big Blue fan. It's fun. I mean, it's always a great game, but I gotta say, I hate it. But you normally have our number, man, and I fucking hate it. I get so mad. I used to work with somebody, man. Even though he lived in New York, he could fully my team, and then he would come back on that, after the Sunday or the Monday that we played, after the Giants got their ass kicked, and he just look at me and smile and walk away, like That's it. The body language said it all. I'm like, you mother effer, get away from me.
That's how we are when we find a Cowboys fan that lives in Philly. It's that same energy, man.
Well, I'm with you on that too, man. Screw the Cowboys. All right. So with that, man, with that, you know what it is, folks. I'm gonna show this again. I want to follow the big homies project at ink.pub/VP. Make it rain on an amazing independent creator. Amazing talent, future star. You're gonna hear and see this name a lot in the future. I guarantee it. I know it. Man got the fire in his eyes, this young man. And check it out right there on Facebook or the Sweet P Comic Instagram, Sweet P _ comic book official. Again, the Instagram is imnoicon, NOICON. All right, you gotta get that done. And check out my man Kevin G. Salute. Yo, thank you for hooking me up with the amazing Alim over here as well, because he's introducing me. So great place to get your campaign marketed where you need help. Check them out. You know, Kevin G and the boys and the gals will definitely help you out. All right. So with that, I'm Al Mega. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Bless. Hasta la próxima. Wepa! Go Giants. Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercover.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app from the Google Play Store today.